Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Ahadees and Sunnah. Today, we dive into the most repeated chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-Fatihah, the opening. This surah is the essence of our prayer and our connection with Allah. We will cover all 7 glorious verses using the renowned translation by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. Part 1, Declaration of Faith, covering Ayats 1 to 5. Ayat 1, Translation. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. The Basmalah is the starting point for every action. It acknowledges Allah as the ultimate source of power and introduces His most fundamental attributes, Ar-Rahman, which means broad grace, and Ar-Raheem, which signifies continuous mercy. Ayat 2, Translation. Praise be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds. This ayat establishes Tawheed, or oneness. All perfect praise belongs to Allah, who is Rabb ul-Alamin, the Lord who actively nurtures, cherishes and sustains every part of the cosmos. Ayat 3. Translation. Most gracious, most merciful. The repetition here, really emphasizes that despite His absolute sovereignty as Rabb, Allah's dominant characteristic is compassion. It reassures the believer that all power is in fact governed by infinite grace. Ayat 4, Translation. Master of the Day of Judgment. This provides the necessary balance. Allah is not only gracious, but also the Malik, the master or king, of the Yawm ud-Din, the Day of Judgment. This ensures perfect and absolute justice for all deeds. Ayat 5. Translation. Thee do we worship, and Thine aid we seek. This is the pivotal verse. It's actually the pledge of exclusive devotion, Iyyaka Na'budu, followed by the request for assistance, Iyyaka Nasta'in. This sequence, teaches us that fulfilling our duty to Allah is the prerequisite for seeking His divine aid. Now, as we move into the heart of this chapter, we come to the essential prayer contained in the final 2 verses. Ayat 6, Translation. Guide us to the straight way. Having established whom we worship and from whom we seek help, the believer now makes the most vital request, guidance. The straight way, or As-Sirat al-Mustaqim, is the clear, unwavering path of truth that leads to Allah, encompassing correct belief, action, and conduct. It is, honestly, the framework for a successful life in this world and the hereafter. Ayat 7, Translation. The way of those on whom Thou hast bestowed Thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath, and who go not astray. This ayat clarifies what the straight path is by defining it and its alternatives. The way of those on whom Thou hast bestowed Thy grace refers to the prophets, the truthful, the martyrs, and the righteous, those blessed by Allah. Those whose portion is not wrath, or al-Maghdubi alayhim, are those who knew the truth but deliberately rejected or disobeyed it. And who go not astray, or ad-Dalin, are those who are ignorant of the truth and wander off the path due to confusion or lack of knowledge. So, this prayer is a request to be counted among the favored and to be shielded from both willful rejection and ignorant deviation. In these 7 verses, we declare our faith, acknowledge the majesty of Allah, and ask for the singular gift that determines our eternal destiny, the straight path. This is why Surah Al-Fatihah is truly the mother of the Quran. Thank you for joining us on Ahadees and Sunnah.